Today, Ontario MPP Sarah Jama opened a new office as an independent in downtown Hamilton. As Laverne McGee tells us, Jama says she wants to focus on local needs, but remains committed to fighting for Palestine.
You've been so brave to say something around the issue of Palestine. That's not true. I wasn't brave. I was scared.
Ontario MPP Sarah Jama made her views very clear today at the opening of her new office in downtown Hamilton. Jama has been under pressure since her post on X, voicing support for the people of Gaza, days after Hamas attacked Israel. It offended many because it made no mention of Israelis who were killed. After refusing to apologize, she was eventually kicked out of the NDP and censured by the legislature. Today, she remained firm in her positions.
To the Jewish community, I say this, again, which I posted online, I'm sorry for the harm that I caused, or the harm that was perceived in my statement. However, calling for a ceasefire, that's not something I'm willing to take back or retract. Calling Israel an apartheid state is what it is.
Over 1,200 people were killed in the Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th. Since then, Gaza's health ministry is reporting over 10,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's retaliatory airstrikes. Jama told supporters she will continue to stand up for Palestine, even though there are continued death threats to her and her staff.
I voted for her. I know what Sarah is about, and I still support her. I'm disappointed with the NDP. Throwing Sarah under the bus is not what the NDP should stand for.
I'm one of Sarah's constituents, and I'm absolutely appalled by the fact that once she was censured in the House, and it was Ford used it as an excuse to divert the story away from his criminal corruption around the Greenbelt.
When you walk into the office, there are several murals and signs on the walls with very clear messages. Some of the statements Jama has made since continue to be controversial to many. One slogan in particular is considered anti-Semitic.
People saying from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. It's not anti-Semitic. If it makes some Jewish people uncomfortable, they need to look at why are they uncomfortable.
We need to be very clear that we're not vilifying an entire community for a use of a phrase that has been translated to English. That's a call for liberation and peace and freedom from an apartheid state. That's what that is.
Jama says her lawyers will file a judicial review request tomorrow to review the October 23rd decision of the provincial government to censure her. Although she can still vote, she is prevented from speaking in the House. Jama also says Premier Doug Ford defamed her when he said on social media on October 11th that she has a well-documented history of anti-Semitism.
If he wants to have a conversation, we'll have a conversation. But he did say that I supported the rape and murder of innocent Israelis based on my statement, which is not true. I called for a ceasefire.
As for rejoining her former party, she says she is open to a conversation. The NDP issued the statement to CHCH News saying, "The Ontario NDP and MPP Jama share a lot of values. While at this time there is no discussion of a return, Democrats will continue working with MPP Jama and any MPP in the legislature that share the caucus values to deliver results for Ontarians." While her legal challenges proceed, Jama says she remains committed to her Hamilton Centre constituents.
I'm welcoming people to come back into our space now that we're open and ready to serve people.
The entire 39-minute interview with MPP Jama is available on chch.com. Laverne McGee, CHCH News.